Today we will be starting with flower. We have already completed with the root, stem. So now leaves. I suppose you have completed leaves. Yes, you have completed leaf. Now we will be going to flower. So flower, what is flower? It is the reproductive part of any plant. Means it is the flower that helps to produce more of its kind. Means more of that kind. Suppose if it's the flower of mango, then it will it will ultimately change into fruit and it will produce its own mango tree, own kind. Okay, now we'll come to the parts of flower. In the parts of flower we have, see, first is calyx, this green one. Then we have this corolla, the petal one. Then here inside the flower we have two parts. One is female part and one is male part. I'll be showing it to you clearly. Now, when the petals are not open, means when the flower has not bloomed, it is in its bud part. This has bloomed a little, but when it is suppose and is very small and it is not bloomed, means it's not opened up. This calyx, this is known as the calyx or sepals. It is always green in color, mostly green in color, and it protects, it covers up the whole flower. If you see it in some flower in your garden, you will find it out that at the beginning this green sepal or calyx, whatever you say, covers up the bud. Means it protects the bud from any harm. Clear? So now let's come to the different parts of the flower. See, the green part, this green part, it is mostly, as I told you, is green in color, and it is called the calyx or the sepal. And the main function of it is it protects the bud in its it protects the flower in its bud form. When the flower is in its bud form, then it protects the flower. Second is the petals. The petals are also known as what? This is the whorl, WHORL, whorl. This is also known as corolla. It's corolla, and it consists of petals. Means the first whorl was calyx, that consists of sepals. The second whorl is of known as the corolla, and it consists of petals. These petals are generally bright in color, and the work of this petal is to protect the androecium, means the female, the other two whorls of the flower, and to attract the insects, so that the insects can come and suck the nectar from here, and in that way they pollinate the flower. So we will be coming to that afterwards. So that is the work of the flower or the function of the petals, and it is generally bright in color. Now you can see very large petals in hibiscus. Hibiscus means in Bengali we say, or in Java fool which we say. You can see it in most of the houses they have it. So now if we remove, now I am removing this sepal. This is the first whorl gone. Now this is the second whorl. The petals I am removing off. So now you see there are two more whorl. The third whorl will be, this is the third whorl, and it is the male reproductive part, and it consists of two parts. See, this is one part. I'll show you like this. This is one part. Okay, it is very light in color, so but it is little thicker, and these are known as anther. And the white part, the stalk like thing, it is known as filament, and this whole thing is known as stamen. Okay, so if I put a petal here, you will be able to see, understand. Yeah. So this is the anther, the thick part is the anther, The white stalk like thing is the filament, and the whole thing is known as stamen. Okay. So this now we come to the innermost part, that is the female reproductive part. So you can see this is the female reproductive part, and it has some of them have 3 lobes, some have more than 3 lobes, some have only 1 lobe. So this is the stigma. This is what known as stigma. These 3 lobes which you are seeing is known as stigma. The stalk like thing is known as style, and inside this let me see if I can open it. Yes. Yeah, I won't be able to open more. Here is the ovary. Inside this is the ovary part. Okay. So these were the parts of the flower. Now see, this is the part of the pistil, that is the female reproductive part. The stigma which I showed you, this is the stigma part. Yes, this is the stigma part. Then this is the style part. This is the female. This is the style part, and below is the ovary. Clear? So each pistil, they consist of this part, this I told you now, and the ovary is a swollen portion. Ovary is always a swollen portion. See here also it's a swollen portion. Swollen portion means it has become fat, and the it contains ovule, bead like structures called ovule. You can see the small bead like structures are there. These are known as ovule. These ovule contain the female gamete, and the ovary and the ovules finally develop into fruits and seeds respectively. In most of the flower, all the 4 whorls are present, means the androecium, gynoecium, the calyx, the corolla, then your male reproductive part, and the female reproductive part. Okay, and these type of flowers are known as complete flowers. So the flowers in which all the 4 whorls are present are known as complete flower, and in some flowers all 4 whorls are not present. Maybe one or more than one whorl is missing. Then such flowers are known as incomplete flowers. The examples are date, palm, and mulberry.